Hey, what's up, guys? This is the first time that I've done a video like this in a very long time. I've been consistently posting up Largo high school wrestling videos if you guys haven't seen those already. And, I've been consistently on that. And I've been consistently busy and doing all these things. So, for the longest, I've not done a video like this. And I'm finally back on it because I want to get this last video out the way. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. I'm doing this because now I'm about to talk about the actual wrestling side of the portion. And I want to look back at everything that happened in WWE this year and talk about the top 10 matches that had the potential to be a match that was a match of the year candidate of 2015. Now, I know back in the summer I did one for 2014, and, that one's still up if anyone hasn't seen that one. But this one, now I'm going to talk about this year. Because what I did in the summer was about something that happened a long time ago. Last year's way over. Now I'm looking at this year, the top 10 matches that were match of the year candidates of 2015. Now, a lot of these matches I'm going to say on this list are probably things that either were nominees or people would really agree with me with. So this video is going to be pretty long. Bear with me. I might have to make two parts if it cuts me off, if I cut it off. So let's get started. First match, I would have to start with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins in a triple threat match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. This was the beginning to what later became a number of great matches. Absolutely amazing match. Give it to all three of them. John Cena played his part. Brock Lesnar definitely played his part with the many German suplexes that he was doing, the many suplexes that he kept doing in the match. He played a really good role in this match. And the way how they booked him, and Seth Rollins played good as well. Seth Rollins was taking it to both of them. I really liked how this match was done. And then the ending, when Seth Rollins hit him with the briefcase and still got F5, was even more great because we all thought he was about to hit him and put the curb stomp on him, but he reversed to get him to F5. Absolutely incredible. The way how that match was done really was perfect for Brock Lesnar, and I'm so glad that it was done the way it was. Just absolutely amazing match, from the screws from the top rope that Seth Rollins did to John Cena, to the powerbomb John Cena did to the time John Cena speared. Brock Lesnar through the barricade. It was just so much goodness on this match. Absolutely amazing. You got to give it to all three of them, and especially Brock Lesnar for being able to retain his championship before WrestleMania. Just an amazing match. And number two, have to go with now, I don't know if a lot of people agree with me with this one, but in my opinion, I gotta put tag team matches really have got to go on this list this year. I gotta say, when the New Day went against Tyson Kidd, Cesaro at Payback, this was a really good match. Now, a lot of people may not agree with me in thinking that this was a good match, but I think this was an amazing match. Now, sure, Xavier Woods interfered, and that's regular for the New Day to do something like that. But this was a good match. You got to look at how the match actually went out. From the first fall, it was Tyson Kidd and Cesaro that got it. Second fall was the New Day that got it. I like everything that was done, from the many uppercuts that Cesaro was giving Kofi Kingston. It was just a really good match. I know the crowd was really into it. They played a really good part, and I think the New Day has really transcended since. They have had a number of good matches, and that's what's made them become so popular. And I think this was the start at that. I think this was the rise. Many people didn't think New Day was going to come out retaining their tag team titles. They just thought New Day was going to lose it because nobody didn't like New Day when the year first started. But around this time, they proved that, you know, they can be liked. They proved that they can be successful. I love everything that was done. Absolutely amazing by the New Day. And them having Xavier Woods come out there and go for the pin, honestly, I think that was smart. I think that was the smartest thing that they could have ever done. An incredible match. At number 3, I would have to go, because I'm not going in order with the matches that I feel like should be going match of the year. I'm just going based on what I would literally think could be match of the year. I gotta say the triple threat match on Raw between Kevin Owens, Rusev, and Cesaro. Absolutely amazing. This was the best triple threat match I'd ever seen. And of course this match was done to determine who would face John Cena in an open challenge for the United States title. Now, I know that that's why they did it, but this was an incredible match. Everything that was done was worth it. Now, even though Kevin Owens ended up leaving the match, I still really liked the match. Because even after he left, Rusev and Cesaro was still having a good battle with just the two of them. But it was an incredible match. I really like how at the end, it took one kick for Rusev to win it. Rusev was so out of it that he was nearly knocked out after he kicked Cesaro to win the match. But I was really rooting for Cesaro at that time, looking at it, because, you know, it would have been nice to see them go against each other. But then that brings me to my 4th match that I feel like could have been a match of the year of this year, because that match was incredible. That match had a lot of potential to be the match of the year, and it really transcended. It really was an incredible match. Even though Kevin Owens left, I think if Kevin Owens had stayed, it could have been a 5-star match. But Kevin Owens ended up leaving, of course, leaving the match because he was like, I don't need this and stuff like that. If he had stayed, it would have been really great. It was a really good match, and then that's what Rusev wanted. That brings me with number 5. Actually, wait a minute. Number 4. My bad. 4th match felt like could have been match of the year. I would have to go with right at the tip of my tongue. Okay, now this is gonna seem like a shocker to some people. Money in the Bank 2015, when Seth Rollins went against Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, even though the ending was kind of funny, Seth Rollins did win the match on his own. It just so happens that they both was up the ladder, both trying to grab the title at the same time, and Seth Rollins ended up reaching it before Dean Ambrose did. But I think this match was done perfectly. Everything that was done during this match was done perfectly. I like how Dean Ambrose constantly stayed in the match. These guys, even last year, they have good chemistry together. That's one thing I love about Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. They have good chemistry together, so they can just have these amazing matches and just build from it. Really good chemistry these two have, and it's absolutely amazing. I love it. Their match at Money in the Bank was a really good match. It could have been a match of the year. Just an incredible match. Everything that was done to the end when Seth Rollins won it, retained his title. Really good match. I loved it. I think that was a good way to end it, because Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose was just not die. He just stayed in it. even after Seth Rollins powerbombed him into a number of chairs. Actually, what was it? The ladder. My bad. He still stayed in. He even did the dirty deeds to Seth Rollins on the announce table. Incredible. Alright guys, I'm going to make a part 2 to this video because I'm not going to let my phone cut me off. Always seem to make these pretty long. So, bear with me guys. Part 2, I'm going to talk about my 5th match I thought could have been match of the year and longer. Stay tuned guys. Part 2 will be coming up pretty soon.